It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the 49ers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Here's Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the... So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big third down play coming up for this defense. Throwing his Lance on third down. Got his target, Samuel. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Sermon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On first down, Wilson. Touchdown! That's caught. DK Metcalf. His 6th. So here's the situation. They forced the fumble, got the football, and now they have it in the red zone. 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, D.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Second and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Touch 50.
This is Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. coming up here. This defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. To throw, it's Lance. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They picked up 5 yards left. This defense backed up now as they're looking at a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Caught on the slant. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Turnover forces this defensive unit to scramble to get back out there, as now they get the unenviable task of defending a 1st and goal situation. And they'll run with Sermon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Again with Sermon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the 3rd quarter. Again, Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down. Russell Wilson and company in the red zone as we'll jump in to see what the Seahawks can do here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may...
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. This defense now trying desperately to hold on to this fourth quarter lead, but to do it, they've got to keep this offense out of the end zone. Here's Sermon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Sermon, his third touchdown now on the year. All right, it's time for this big O-line and the playmakers to take control of this game as we get down toward the end. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, 24 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. So, glance. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.